The Galaxy S26 Ultra is getting a lot of attention lately, but not for the usual reasons like a new camera or flashy feature. This time, the buzz is about faster RAM. At first, that sounds like a big deal, but for most people, it's not something to get overly excited about. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is already very fast, and in daily use, you probably won't notice if apps load a fraction of a second quicker. The real story here is not just about speed, it's about what this new RAM could make possible. If the leaks are correct, Samsung is moving to a new generation of RAM that's actually thinner. And in the tight world of smartphone design, even a small difference in thickness can create new opportunities. That tiny bit of space could allow for something far more useful, like a bigger battery. Here's what's changing. The Galaxy S26 Ultra may switch from LPDDR5X RAM built on Micron's 1 beta process to the newer 1 gamma process. This would increase RAM speeds from 9.6 Gbps to 10.7 Gbps. While that's a measurable jump, the real advantage is that the new chips are smaller and more efficient, coming in at about 0.61 mm thick compared to the older version. It might not sound like much, but for phone engineers, that's huge. A slimmer RAM module gives Samsung more room inside the phone. That space could be used for better cooling, bigger camera hardware, or most importantly, a larger battery. There's another benefit. This new 1 gamma RAM is said to be about 20% more power efficient. That means the phone could run longer on the same battery size. But if Samsung combines that efficiency with a bigger battery, the result could be a noticeable jump in battery life. Now, let's be honest, making RAM faster doesn't really change how most people use their phone. The S25 Ultra already opens apps instantly. The only time faster RAM might matter is during heavy work like editing 4K videos or running demanding AI tools. For almost everyone, the speed difference will be invisible. But efficiency, that's something you'll feel every single day. In today's smartphones, performance is already more than enough for regular use. The focus now is on how long a phone lasts and how well it manages its power. Samsung has stuck with a 5000 mAh battery in its Ultra models for years, while some Chinese brands have crossed the 6000 mAh mark. If the S26 Ultra takes even a small step toward that, it could mean going from a solid 1-day battery to 2 days of moderate use. That's the kind of change that truly impacts your daily life. This is where the RAM upgrade becomes important. On its own, faster RAM is just a nice number on paper. But if that RAM is thinner and more efficient, and that leads to a bigger battery and better endurance, it becomes a smart and meaningful upgrade. It's the type of behind-the-scenes engineering that doesn't get flashy headlines, but that you appreciate every time you use your phone. Imagine not having to worry about charging every night, or not rushing to find an outlet during a busy day. Maybe you could leave your charger behind on short trips. That's real convenience. Samsung also has strong competition, and battery life is an area where some rivals already have an edge. If the S26 Ultra delivers both top performance and noticeably better battery life, it could be one of the most balanced flagship phones available. So while super fast RAM might sound boring at first, it could be the key to one of the S26 Ultra's best upgrades. This isn't about breaking benchmark records, it's about making a phone that lasts longer and works more efficiently. No one was asking for a RAM change, but if it results in a phone that gives you more hours of use and less charging stress, it's absolutely worth it. The Galaxy S26 Ultra might not reinvent smartphones, but with smart changes like this, it could offer something even more valuable than speed. Peace of mind.